Hey, welcome to the Pip Crypto Show. This is quite interesting because on the demo, this was 100,000. It's gone fast. But this trading BTCUSD, it gave me a better understanding of risk management and things of that nature. I still think it's gonna fall, possibly do a retest of this structure or find support somewhere around here. But I'm gonna go draw this over here and explain that in a little bit. But before I start with all that, let's go check out UJ, because this is a possible buy opportunity here, because that brown line right there that's a monthly indecision level, so price can stay around this range for a while. As you can see, the market's kind of sideways, and this pattern is still valid on what time frame? Is it the H4? I think daily. Yeah. But we're gonna see how it holds. Yeah, I kind of can't see it because that side of the pattern. But this trend line is resistance. I think USDJPY is an overall downtrend for now, because it came, tested all these zones, but it did find that ABCD completion. That take profit would essentially be this low right here, which it touched it. So whoever traded that ABCD pattern took profit. Like, comment, subscribe. By the way, I forgot, if you haven't already, because I'm gonna do a lot more frequent price action markups. These trend lines are all for back testing purposes, to understand how I executed trades and why I did them the way I did them, to understand them for future reference. Sometimes they say you should have a clean chart. I have fibs for all different time frames. I'm not a financial expert, but I know how to trade. And trading is all perspective. But a lot of the take profits were hit. A lot of these, 127 trades, that's what I'm trying to learn how to trade. 127 trade, take those trades very. But the Fibonacci's, I do try to delete, because you can always redraw them from whatever swing you're trying to measure. So now we have a clear perspective. We can still see a downtrend if we're using price action and trend lines. This is if you're trading trend lines, that is. Some people don't trade trend lines. Some people need more confirmations, which is, different variations of trading techniques. I don't really expose my trading technique that often, because I've been practicing different types of strategies. Not saying that my technique doesn't work. My technique takes time. So when my setup is there to trade, I have to actually be on the chart catching it, because I have a whole nother chart that has my real setup, like higher high, higher lows. I do a lot of note taking. This is just Pixart for charts for me, because I know in my mind I see something completely different than what I'm showing you, and that's the information y'all don't have. But based off, this is all regurgitated information. You can go and find other videos on this, but I'm really accurate, or I've gotten a lot more accurate over time. So it's pretty neat. This is an old fibs H4, but we can measure this, because to me this is still an overall uptrend, even though it came and found that resistance. That's what that trend line is there for, to see that resistance, how strong this resistance is, and that's what we're testing right now on UJ. But I only do this to understand more or less of how Bitcoin is going to move, because they're negative correlating pairs, and this ABC, yeah. But there was a completion of, no, see, this is what it was. There's a daily bat, I think that's right here at 108. I had a sell a long time ago around here, but I closed it because I wanted to trade this setup, and it was horrible. I shouldn't have even done all that. But this right here is a monthly indecision level, so we're gonna possibly see some upside movements, hopefully, because that would be a 61.8 continuation pattern. But this candle on the daily has to close. But I think, let me go down to the H4. When you go down to the H4, that's a smaller pattern. That one I think is invalid. But this pattern right here, yeah, the H4. Let's see if I can get it bigger. There we go. No. I think it's a daily pattern. Yeah, see. That, oh, I deleted that Fibonacci. This one I should have had left on. And then based off this one, this is I gotta delete this one. This is a 88.6 continuation setup that I see to come test this zone right here. Because based off market structure, these zones get retested. So that gap was filled. After that gap gets filled, you know, there's either a retest of a continuation. A lot of people are selling USDJPY kind of would just to hear though. But that's my opinion because I am learning how to trade these harmonic patterns. There was a completion right here on btcusd. I think it's going down for a retest possibly, but there was a lot of upside momentum not too long ago, and it's wild swings. The pattern still technically hasn't been completed because it still has to breach that 5K area. I believe Bitcoin's going to breach the 5K area and then go up to around 12K. And then when it goes around up to 12K around here, because this is a monthly indecision level, and I think it will test it in the next few months. But over the time, because this is a weekly chart, if we break this down into like daily 4 hour for different setups, you know, we're going to see different things. Right here, boom. This right here is some type of support that they found. These are all exhaustion of sellers. So the people who were selling their Bitcoins, you know, they probably are exhausted. Buyers came into the market. Yeah, see, it still hasn't touched that 5.8 area. Yeah, 5.8 area at all. I think it might come down. Respect the EMAs, has been respecting the EMA so far. So, you know, this is an EMA touch. A lot of resistance here. Sellers probably came back into the market. But that sell signal I had on Bitcoin went through. Take profit was hit. You could even held it even longer. But as you can see, there was exhaustion. Based off, you see, my type of trading style, I'm a lot more accurate. So it cuts out the greed. This is all right here to me is greed. If I held any longer than that, I was being greedy. But I would have, if I did write this out how I had planned to, I didn't have the funds and I didn't have the account at the time. I got an account now. I'm waiting until the next like nicest setup. I'm gonna trade it, possibly the next harmonic pattern. I'll make a video on that. But this price action, I might even scalp it. Even for scalp setup, if we go down to lower time frame like H1 has nice setups. Like you can enter on an engulfing, evening stars, things of that nature. Boom. See, my scalping, I use trend lines to scalp plus Fibonacci's on smaller time frame for entries, things of that nature. But you just gotta learn how to use the material together. That's all it really is. And this right here was a 1 hour inverted head and shoulder. And you know, we found that support around this range. You see this range right here? Found some support around that, which is really interesting because the take profit was this originally, but I like to make the take profit a lot smaller sometime only because if But this is also a swing setup. You could take this to that completion of that pattern. I don't like to trade completions of that pattern only because I feel like with greed, it makes you hold the trade longer than you need to. So even on this setup right here, if I got in on that sell, like that's a lot of pips. This trade was a 5-to-1 risk ratio, so you would have made 5 times your initial deposit if you caught this setup way up here, and just wrote it down into that take profit before. Well, I think it was over here. My bad. That's a 4-to-1 trade, but I think I had like a 3-to-5. Yeah, I had something around that. And I like to get my 1-to-3 setups. I'm good because that means I can lose 2 trade and only have to win 1 and still be in profit overall, which is nice because I really like my pips, but with Bitcoin, there's major swings, things of that nature. You can see a different variations of sorts of things. This right here is a nice resistance area. If these candles close under here, I might continue to swing and continue to trade, because if we do this fibs right here, because like I told you, I think the downtrend is very strong, and to get that swing set up, hold on. Alright, so I like to use the median or the average of candles, so that would be the bottom. For me to measure this swing, I want to be like around there. And now we're looking for downward. Look at that. We're looking for downward entries. That 78.6 would have gave me an indication to look. So based off of this would be an engulfing. If we go on a lower time frame, yeah, see, boom, engulfing entry already missed. Just, you can't really enter this trade. If you enter this trade, you're kind of taking a risk, because this is a counter trend trade and you don't know how strong the counter trend trade is going to be. It can do 100%, retracement, because BTC USD is in a strong retracement right now. So we can see here, there's exhaustion on both sides. That's what that doji means, exhaustion, things of that nature, or Japanese candlesticks analysis. Like, see, exhaustion, 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 and boom, big movement. Exhaustion, exhaustion, big movement. So you want to be patient and see which way. As you can see, every time there was exhaustion, moments later, what? Big pushes. I like to trade those. Those are called consolidation. And over time, if you watch my videos over time, gradually you'll understand, because you don't learn this stuff overnight. There's no way to learn this overnight. You gotta take time with the charts, learn the charts, and this is Wupips. This is what I do. I analyze coins, I analyze USD, JPY pairs, and like, comment, subscribe. Let's see what happens. There's a setup, potential setup on USD, JPY. It could happen any day now. I'm looking for this type of support over here and ride this baby up. Possibly, I don't know, to this zone, to this 50% zone. We'll see how it goes over time. I'm doing the price action with it just to know, hey, if there's possible smaller setups, I like to catch small setups too, But the H4s have shown some structure here. This looks like on the H1 it probably broke it. Yeah, see, the H1 came, possibly this might even be support. This engulfing right here might be a retracement of that small candle and then shoot up. Like, Bitcoin is a wild swing. That's why I want to scalp it. I'm still learning. I don't see any possible entries right now. But for now, that swing to that downside, I'm still with it. I think it's going to complete it, because this Bitcoin is highly volatile. See, this was the last time I was looking how to scalp. Prior to that, like I said, 100,000 gone. I don't know, but like, comment, subscribe. That was crazy. I'm happy that I was demo and not real money. So you can lose money fast. I tried this hedging technique. Don't hedge either. I don't know what I was thinking. I am a risk taker, so I tried it. I might even try it again, but don't try it at home with no type of training. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next episode of the Pip Crypto Show.